Hey guys, now that the shingles are on, we're going to put the bat on the front of them. We'll give them another quick check to make sure the paint's good if they need any touch-up. If they don't need any touch-up, then they'll get wrapped in paper and put to the side to get ready to be boxed. Now this one, what we have here, this is just a construction or a builder's paper you can find at the local stores. Kind of absorbs moisture and it protects the paint during shipping. Recycle it when you get it, draw on it, let the kids play with it, whatever, but this is just there to help protect the house during shipping. Now what we have the table is actually marked. This piece of tape over here does help protect the paint, but it's also indexed so that when I pick the house up, notice I take the rocks off of it by tipping it over. I can lay it here. If I lay it right against this, then I can kind of eyeball it to get it level. I can take a quick look at it and I know that the house is indexed right so that when I cut and fold the paper, it's all going to come out so I can put tape on it and be right. Over here, depending on the size of the house, a 1, 3, or a 4, 2 just kind of falls a little in between. That tells me where to cut the paper so that it ends up being the right length. Otherwise, we're guessing and getting too much or too little paper while we're working on it. Now, all the bat houses, you can opt out of it. Most people get the bat emblem on the front. It's just there for decoration. It adds kind of a nice touch to the front of the house. It makes it a little unique. And what we do is put a little bit of this poly adhesive on the back of it. It's just kind of a thin membrane, and put that on there. Then I just have a cardboard template that I made that you put right here on the corner, square it up, and that gets the bat in the same place on every house every time. We'll go around pushing. I'm putting quite a bit of downward pressure on it, and then I just use, these are pins. This is a pin nailer. Just put 3 in there. These are short enough that they don't go all the way through. You can see these really are, if you're not familiar with pins, these, I think they're 23 gauge, 23 or 24 gauge. They're real small. Just little bitty nails that go in. And they hold the bat in place until that adhesive dries. Now we got the bat on. It's time to take a look and see if the house needs to be touched up. And I see a place here. Yep, I see one place that needs to be touched up, so we won't wrap this one with paper. What I will do, we use these on the black houses to keep fingerprints off of them. What I will do is put this one over to the side so that it can be touched up. And get the next one. Again, dump any loose rocks off. Make sure we didn't get any on the paper. Kind of repeat the same process here. This one looks decent. I think it'll be fine. We'll get our gray bat. We put gray bats on the black houses and black bats on all the other houses. And we're going to be making some color changes here in the near future, probably along about March. We're going to change from the black, brown, gray to all a shade of brown. And we will have dark, medium, and light. There we go, same thing, get our bat on there, wiggle it around, squish it down. Now, the paper can be cut Find our razor knife here. And it's important that the paper be square to the edge of the table. Eyeball it there. And we pull this over. Crease it where it needs to be creased. Same thing here. Pull it tight. Now I can handle it without those pesky gloves. Set it off to the side and it'll be ready to put into a box. Now we have a gray bat house. And part of the reason we'll be changing colors is to get more colors like the brown and the gray that don't pick up fingerprints. Some cost-saving measures as well. It's not the color of the paint that is important, it's the shade, whether it's a dark, a medium, or a light color. We need to get a black bat for this one. We got some fresh ones over here. And by changing our color scheme to an all brown, whether it's dark, medium, or light, will help us with not taking up fingerprints. It will also help with the paint equipment. We do have a pot sprayer that we use that we can paint with. And if we use this, if we just change shades but not the actual base color of the paint, then we don't have to clean it between uses. We just spray it till the new darker shade starts coming out. And it's ready to go. And that's how we put the bats on and wrap them in paper. If you've got any questions, let us know.